Hi, I'm Julie Loughran, President and CEO of Connecticut Community Foundation.
I'm David Rotatori, the President and CEO of Ion Bank.
It's great to be here with you today, Dave, to be talking about Give Local Greater Waterbury and Litchfield Hills, which is coming up again soon. And I just want to express the gratitude that we have to Ion Bank and Ion Bank Foundation for being the presenting sponsor. This has been going on since 2013, and you've been the presenting sponsor every single time, and we are so grateful to you for that. Since we started back in 2013, the bank has contributed $440,000 to this as our presenting sponsor, which is amazing, and it's led to $13 million that's gone back into the community, which is really remarkable. So thank you so much for that. I'm curious, what made Ion Bank get involved with Give Local in the first place?
You know, for us, our structure fits the Connecticut Community Foundation really well. Since we're a community bank, we're a mutual bank, which makes us a true community bank. So we don't have shareholders, as you know, and so when we have a good year, we try to put about 10% of our earnings, instead of sending it to Wall Street into dividends, we try to give that 10% of our earnings into the community. And we try to partner with groups like the Connecticut Community Foundation and all the agencies that you support, because we know that as we contribute dollars and provide dollars, not only does it help leverage other dollars that come in, but more importantly, we know that the dollars we're giving are being spent in an appropriate, best way, where you get the most out of each dollar that you give.
Well, it is great to have the partnership with Ion Bank Foundation and with so many other companies and individuals in the community who come together to sponsor this event, because it really is critically important to support the work of nonprofit organizations. That's what Give Local is all about. So we're going to be close to 300 nonprofit organizations already who are planning to participate this year. And that $13 million I talked about, that's money that then gets spread straight back out. I mean, that's money that has already, over the course of time since 2013, gone back into the community and really funded all sorts of work. I mean, whether that's health or mental health organizations that are providing really critical support, or whether that's organizations that are providing basic needs, food pantries, homeless shelters, whether that's organizations that are providing programming for children or older adults. There's so many really important things that go on in the community, and Give Local is really the opportunity for everybody to come together and say, hey, I want that to stay in my community, I want that to continue, and I really value that. And it's sort of the one day that everybody can kind of get together and say, great, I'm going to get online, I'm going to go to givelocalccf.org, make those gifts. And it really doesn't happen without the support of organizations like Ion Bank and the other sponsors in the community.
Yeah, thanks. And I think one of the pieces that makes this campaign so successful is all the incentives that you guys have put around it to encourage, to give specifically during that 36-hour period. Because there's a lot of groups out there that are looking for support, and that happens all year in different circles. And even though it's on your mind to do it and you want to give, when you isolate a specific period of time and you put some incentives and excitement around it, I think it just tends to focus, and I think that's been part of the success of Give Local. And it is literally amazing on how many different community organizations that are receiving benefits from this. And as I kind of indicated, the match between the Connecticut Community Foundation and Ion, we have similar geographic communities that we're both supporting, and we support a lot of the same agencies. So for us, it's a great fit.
Yeah, I'm glad that you see it that way. I mean, I think that I agree. I mean, what the aim, I think, of Give Local is to really have 36 hours where, everyone is sort of saying, hey, wait a minute, let's pause. Let's express some appreciation for all the amazing things that are going on in our community. What is the tapestry of kind of all of the organizations that are doing many different things day in and day out? And the people, like you said, the volunteers, and sort of what is it that really makes a community? And it is sort of all of us on this very local level, doing things to make sure that our neighbors have what they need, and that we're, taking care of one another, and that we're making sure that we're, keeping our communities vibrant and moving along. And so to have one day every year where we're really sort of taking one great giant act of community philanthropy, where we're all going to sit down for those couple of minutes and say, okay, what are the organizations that really mean a lot to me? Who do I want to make sure is going to be able to continue to do great work in my community? I'm going to take a couple minutes and I'm going to make sure that I express my support for those groups. And it's actually really a lot of fun to see on the day that this is happening, it's not just you sitting at your computer doing this, it's thousands of people. I mean, it's many thousands of donors that get online and make these gifts throughout the day. And for each one of those, there's, some story of why it is that they're connected to the organizations that they support.
And the process is going to be similar to last year?
Yeah, so the process is really straightforward. We try to keep it as easy as possible. It's all online. It's 36 hours. It's on from 7 a.m. on April 24th to 7 p.m. on April 25th. So that's a Wednesday to Thursday this year. You can log on at any time to givelocalccf.org and look for organizations. There's an easy search. You can find the organizations. If you know the name of the organization, you can find it. You can also search by some categories. You can take a look and see how everyone's doing, who's been getting what sorts of gifts. But it's very similar. I mean, if you've ever done online shopping, you can do Give Local. We encourage people to donate early and donate often, but really give it some of your attention over that 36-hour period.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went in to do it, I said, okay, this is going to take a while, and I was like, all right, I got to set some time, and what am I going to do? I got all organized, and then I sat down to do it, and in 3 minutes I was done. I donated to 3 different groups, so it really, really is easy. So the process is great. And then I remember texting a few friends, hey, I'm doing this organization, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this one, and so there's kind of a back and forth in there, which I think is good. And but now I think my plan this year is to make the donations and then post it on LinkedIn and Facebook and say, hey, this is what I'm giving to. Make sure you guys step in and give it. And obviously the bank will post on our websites as well.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I expect that we're going to have great participation again this year. Again, the website to go to is givelocalccf.org. It's going to be open starting right at 7 a.m. on April 24th, and we really look forward to seeing that ticker go up over the course of the 36 hours that follow. And really, ultimately, our goal, as always, is to give back to the community, give together, and give more. And thank you so much to Ion Bank Foundation as well. Thanks, Dave.
You're welcome.